Hello Futurologist, today is April 11th. Today's been an extremely uninteresting day in terms of activities because I have exams. Well, actually, I only have one more exam, but in essence, I've been staying inside and not doing anything fun or interesting at all. So I thought I'd just, go over the events happening beyond my bedroom at the moment, talk about the situation in the world. So, as you can see on the dashboard behind me, the coronavirus is still a thing. As it stands right now, there have been a grand total of 136 million confirmed cases, 2.9 million confirmed deaths, and over 109 million people have recovered. And that's worldwide. I can only hope that these numbers are similar to what they are a year from now, because that would mean that they haven't gone up very much. Good God, I hope we're at the end of it. As it stands, the case numbers in relevant countries, to me at least, are the Netherlands is having about 7,000 new cases a day. That's a lot of new infections every single day. Ireland is at about 400, which... it's all very frustrating when you think back to the end of summer 2020 when things were calming down. We were getting maybe 2 or 3 cases a day. The vaccines are rolling out and that's pretty good, but the one thing about this is making me pretty disappointed in Europe. Our vaccine situation is, to be fair, kind of shit. At the moment, 19% of the adult population in Ireland has received their first dose. Compare that to the UK where it's over 50%. And even in America, they've already distributed over 150 million doses. Prince Philip, the king consort, Queen Elizabeth's husband, died 2 days ago. Didn't even mention it. There's not much more to say. He looked like he's been dead for 25 years. It was only confirmed that he died on April 9th. A couple hours later, DMX, the rapper, I'm too white to say this, X is going to give it to you. Oh, that felt wrong. He also died on April 9th. I'm just gonna pull up a news site and see what they say. Yep, 300 new cases of coronavirus. I'm going to be honest, the only interesting things in Irish news is the coronavirus, because we aren't giving any cadence to... How did I forget? There's riots happening in Northern Ireland. That I completely forgot about that. It's unionist riots happening in small groups, but still throwing petrol bombs at police cars. This is probably due to a mix of a number of things, including, the pandemic and Brexit. Brexit happened last year. So, if this is anything, this is a bad sign of what's to come with, respect to the whole stability and peace and stuff. Not super happy about the whole ordeal. I would prefer if there wasn't, violence. That'd be Gucci. And in essence, that's all the Irish Times was reporting on. I don't really read the news very much because I don't really care that much. Yes, I get that it's important to be informed, but when it's a for-profit thing, it's always about finding the best story. But sometimes stories are shit. You don't really need to have new information every single day. Sometimes you need a break, and in my case, that's most days. Let's talk about technology for a second, because that's something that I was thinking about recently. You never really imagine, what sort of technology is cool. At the moment, the big, hot, cool thing is Xiaomi. They're coming out with new flagship stuff. Google just announced that they were not cancelling the Pixel 5a 5G. That's a dumb name now that I say it out loud. Pixel 5a 5G. That's stupid. How did I forget? There's a global chip shortage. That's kind of become the way of life at the moment, and didn't even occur to me to mention that. But yeah, there's a giant global semiconductor shortage, and that's causing problems everywhere. And it's a big boo-boo. So GPU prices are skyrocketing. So if you want a good level gaming card, it's 200-300% MSRP. It's also gotten so bad that that's the rumors of that's why the Pixel 5a was thought to be cancelled. At the moment, Apple hasn't announced any new products this year yet, but they're probably delaying them and doing the whole Apple thing of not saying anything because, chip shortage. So things are super expensive, and this hit my brother particularly hard because his graphics card exploded. So he needed a new one, but you can't get any because there's a shortage. So he ended up spending like €250, no, almost €300 on a GTX 1650, and that's the best card he could get after waiting ages. It's kind of a clusterfuck. Personally, I really want to buy a new computer because I really want to get into Microsoft Flight Simulator because, oh my god, it looks so cool. But I can't afford to spend like €2,000 on just the graphics card. Are you shitting me? That's ridiculous. So I'll be holding off for a while. But in terms of technology, that is the big thing in the news at the moment. That is the global situation. It's partly fueled by the pandemic, but in a weird way. Like, supply hasn't decreased. There's actually an increased supply in semiconductors at the moment, but the demand is way bigger because people are working at home, so they want more computers and stuff. Supply, demand, they're not equally matched, and that's a problem. So yeah, I think that adequately sums up the major things in the world at the moment. There's the pandemic, fucking Prince Philip dying, and the global semiconductor shortage. This is just fucking off the top of my head rambling, but whatever, who cares? Future Alan, I'll see you tomorrow.